Hello everyone, SimsEclaire here and welcome back to the second part of our Carriage Resort and Spa build. So this time we are going into the interior. So at the end of the last video you all watched while I created the floor plan. So now you guys are going to get to kind of see that floor plan come to life. This is going to be the reception area, and I do this like kind of exposed wall thing. Now that I'm looking back on it, I kind of wish I had changed the color of this wall, like if I had done like a brick or something instead, but it's okay because I end up putting this large sign here, so it doesn't really matter. But I figured this is where your Sims would enter, especially if they didn't have a membership here. They would come inside, they would check in as either a guest or pay to visit for the day, and then they could go right on into the back where the locker rooms are going to end up being. But I just give them this little seating area over here, and I end up using these eco lifestyle lights. Now, I don't think I have ever used these lights before. You can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below, but I could never find a way to use these that I really liked. But putting them together like this, when I started to do it with just the blue and the white one, I was like, oh my god, that actually looks really neat. So I started to just like play around with some different colors and patterns with these, and I end up using these same four colors or three colors, the white, the black, and the teal, just because those match the build the most. But I do end up putting them around just in some areas, A, where I had empty wall space that I didn't know what to fill it with, and B, where I figured that they would be normal, like entranceway lights. So I don't know, I was really pleased with how they looked, so I hope you guys are too. And then going over here, I wanted to do this seating area right by the lockers. I don't know why, but to me it made sense. Whenever I used to go to the gym, or even in like luxury retail stores, there's always this like cool like little seating area for you to like relax before you go and take your shower or get changed. And I figured since there was some vending machines kind of here, I don't think that those are actually vending machines. I think technically they just work as refrigerators. Like they could get like a drink before they started to do their workouts or get their spa treatments done, or they could sit and wait here until their time was ready. So I just wanted to create this really cozy seating area, well, as cozy as modern can be. And I use a couple of different, I use the fabricated chairs from Eco Lifestyle, and then I think I also used an Eco Lifestyle rug, if I'm not mistaken, one of the square ones. Yeah, this one right here. And then a Get Famous picture, I believe. And then over here I'm just doing another one of those lights just right as you walk up into the stairs. And then I'm placing a fitness painting here. Now I had no idea. I thought that it was just like a white background, but these fitness paintings are actually in glass. Like it's like a picture frame that has like an extended glass rim that they then matted the picture into, and I had no idea that that detail was in there. And I like these pictures 100 times more now that I know that that's glass around the pictures and not just some gray matted background. And then going into here, these are the locker rooms. So there is two, and they have different colors, but they are gender neutral doors, so it's not like one is male or female. Now these down here, before you yell at me, these do have open showers. I figured that your sim, or at least in real life, you would not be taking real showers here. I figured that this was more or less to rinse off from the pool, or to rinse off right before you go, like right after a massage. So I did leave these as open showers. There is a bathroom upstairs next to the gym area that will have closed showers, but both of these locker rooms have open, kind of like dorm style showers. And then these spa day mirrors and sinks, and then a couple of lockers. I didn't get as many lockers as I wanted to, but each one has two, and that did tick off for the amount that you need for a spa in the requirements for the build, so I figured that that was okay. And then going over here, this bathroom is mirrored almost exactly. It has a little bit of a different layout because the shape was different, and where the door was, I couldn't put the showers like, I thought about it, I really did think about putting the showers just like right as you enter, and you would just like open the door and there'd be someone showering, but I thought that that would be a little too much, so I did just change the layout around just a little bit, and then also the color scheme just so things weren't exactly the same. And then going over here, this is the second entrance area. So this is where I said, I think it was in the last one, although it could have been in the beginning of this one, I honestly can't remember, where like if you were a member here, you could just come in and scan your card. So I did put a hostess stand. Obviously it's not functional because this is not a restaurant, but I figured that they would have someone manning this little section here, sitting on that stool and scanning membership cards, so that way members, if they just wanted to use the pool instead of doing a whole massage day, they could just come in and use the pool and kind of escape the line of those who have just like guest passes or something like that. And then over here, I'm just placing a couple of decorations. I think the reason why I like this build so much is because this is the build that I have used much more decorations in, I think, than ever before. I really sat there and tried to get every wall, every corner, every nook and cranny so that nothing was completely bare. And I'm not going to say that there's no empty spaces at all, but I think the empty spaces that are there are kind of, they look like they were done on purpose to keep things a little bit sleeker. So like here, I put these tables here, but I don't put anything on the tables because I didn't see a point of putting anything on the tables. And then I initially was going to put these wood decorations up, but I decided instead that I wanted to put plaques. I figured that it'd be like each room would be labeled, and so I put the plaques next to it so that way the sim could read whatever that room was supposed to be. And then I decorated the in between the windows with those wooden plaques because I do like that design. It's really weird. It's just like framed wood, but it looks so nice. And then right there, you can kind of tell a mistake I made in this build that I will fix before I upload it into the gallery. These fitness lights, I was initially going to put them on the wall, and then in trying to delete them, I accidentally placed them like super low down on the wall. So I will delete those before I put it on the gallery, but that was a mistake on my end. And then in here, this is the massage room. So this is what I was talking about in the last video, where you can, as they're getting their massages, they can kind of look out and see the beautiful pond area. And at the time, I didn't realize I didn't have enough space in any of my other rooms to do the foot massage chairs, so we do end up going back before we go upstairs. We go back in there and kind of just mess around with the floor plan so that way we can still have 3 back massage chairs and then 2 foot massage chairs. And then going in here, this is the quote-unquote bathroom, but it's just for baths. So this room gave me a headache because I wanted 3 bathtubs. I knew that I wanted 3 bathtubs, but I didn't want them to just be open. And I know that there are plenty of spas that do that, but here in The Sims, when you get into these bathtubs, you're still naked. And in those spas, you're in like a bikini or something. I know that they do have ones where you're not clothed, but most of them you are in like a bikini. So I didn't wear bathing suits, so I didn't want to just have the Sims be naked, because I also didn't know if the game would let you, because if you have 2 Sims that don't know each other and they end up in the bathroom together, then the Sims automatically cancels out either their interaction or your interaction, so it doesn't actually work. So I was trying to make sure that this would work, but I had to also make sure your Sims could get to the bathtubs and there wasn't too much interference because of these panels. So eventually I got it to work. I shrunk down one of the panels twice to kind of give it, like, it made them only 1 tile long, but they were still tall enough to where they would cover the bathtub. So I was like, okay, that works. I was like, that's totally fine. And then I was going to try and place some plants just to give it a little bit more decoration, but I couldn't get them to really look as well as I had wanted them to, so I decided to just go with this eco lifestyle decoration piece. And then going over here, this is going to be the meditation room. So I do put a little bit of a a plant feature in here. You can see me building it here. It's more of those jungle adventure plants that I used outside on the pond. And I just built a wall with some windows and then put these plants and some lights in there just to give you something nice to look at while you're doing your meditating. And then I also placed some water fountain features inside this building, or inside this room as well, in just a moment. But I wanted this room to be very, very calm and zen and cool, and that's why I changed it from wood paneling to tile, because I figured you wouldn't want to be too hot while you were meditating, so I wanted to kind of try and keep it cool for them. Also, I want to apologize if my voice sounds hoarse. This is like the 3rd voiceover that I'm doing today, and this is the 2nd time that I've done this one, So my throat is just not with it. And I keep having to like hit stop and go get some water and then come back. So if I repeat myself, that is definitely why. And if my voice sounds weird, that is also why. So I do apologize for that. But this is where I do that water feature. So I had this really large empty wall here. So I do another one of those glass eco lifestyle wall hangings, wall decorations, and then I add those 2 fountains on the side, and I did them in the same color as the stone, so I thought that it kind of looked like they were just embedded into the wall. And then each room also has a speaker. Now I'm pretty sure you can set each speaker in one build to different sounds. I'm pretty sure you can do that. If not, then I would just leave them on calming music and it would work for the whole spa. But I'm pretty sure you could put like the massage room on like an easy listening, and then this one on classical, or this one off if that's how you would prefer to play. And then going over here, I just do this little table with some decorations, some rocks and stuff on it, and then I do some signage. I figured like maybe the glowing sign was something that told Sims to keep quiet, and then the banner for the spa, and then some stools as well in case maybe you had just gotten done meditating, or if you needed to stand up, like you couldn't sit all the way down, because I'm sure, you know, elder Sims, even though in the game they can sit down on the ground, I feel like it would be easier if they could meditate from the stool. But this is where I said we end up going back and adding in some of those foot massage tables, because I totally didn't realize that I wasn't going to have enough space anywhere else to put them. And then going over here, we're just finishing up the meditation room with some more windows. And then I do believe we're about to go on into the upstairs. Yes, so we're going on into the upstairs now. And the upstairs is going to be more of the workout zone. So the upstairs, the room we're about to go in here is the yoga studio. So we are going to have a instructor's mat and then 4 mats for Sims to use to participate in classes. And then obviously, as you saw in the last video, we had 2 mats outside that your Sims can participate, where they can't participate in classes, but they can do their own like sunrise yoga. I thought that that was kind of neat. And it's right next to the hot tub, so right after they get done with their yoga, they can just go into the hot tub and relax. And then over here, we're just filling up some empty space with some benches. I figured if a Sim was waiting for the next class or waiting for a class to start, they could sit up on those benches. And then adding a couple more windows. And then we also do a little shelving unit here. And this shelving unit is very symmetrical. So looking back on it, I probably made it too symmetrical. But at the time I was building it, I was like, yes, symmetry. Oh my, this is beautiful. This is the most gorgeous thing I've ever created. And I am using my red OMSP shelf. And then a couple of different decor items from base game, spa day, and then just a couple of different packs. I kept trying to just tick off modern decorations because I wanted to keep everything nice and sleek. But every time I did that, I don't know, I felt like it was giving me things that were not really modern. They were more so just... I feel like every time I hit modern, it just limited all packs except for eco lifestyle. And I was just like, that's not really necessarily true, but okay. And then going over here, I'm just doing a couple of decorations in the hallway just to keep it from looking oh so bare. And like I said, I do end up adding this wall light here. Now this is in a different configuration. I don't end up shrinking any of these. And I just do 3 of each color. And I just use it to kind of fill up this wall space, but also to illuminate the hallway. And then I add a banister here just because I thought that empty, like, the Sims, I know they can't technically fall off, but I feel like they would have fallen off. And then this is the actual gym. So I know not all spas in the game are not required to have gyms attached to them, but I figured since this was definitely like a membership resort, and with the pool and everything, I thought that it would definitely be more of a gym type of lot as well as a spa. So that's why I wanted to make sure I included a gym. And I'm just using all the spa day gym equipment. And I'm going to place down some base game mats in a minute to kind of give the flooring a little bit of a breakup, some diversity. And I didn't know we had these mats, and especially not in base game, but I think that they come with the athletic career because I have all the cheats in and they had that little starburst around them as though they're supposed to be unlockable. So I do think that they came with the athletic career. You can unlock it with that. And then I'm adding some decorations just to make sure that none of the walls are too empty. And I don't necessarily like all of the decorations I did here in the gym, but I don't know how to decorate gyms. Because if you go into real life gyms, they don't really have any decoration. There's just like water fountains and like different stuff like that. And I don't think we have water fountains in The Sims, so I didn't really know what to put. So I just kind of went with the same detail and the same style that I went with the rest of the build, and just hoped that they wouldn't break anything with their weights. And then as you could see, I did just build the sauna. I didn't really do much. I just put the pre-built one that The Sims gave us with spa day, and then a couple of robes and stuff. And then this is where the other bathroom is going to be. So this is the one that has the covered showers, so your Sims can like actually take showers. And then it also has another toilet stall and then some sinks. I do not end up getting any lockers in here because I didn't think that they would be able to fit. So I do end up just placing a wall decoration over here, but besides that, that is it for this video. So I hope you all enjoyed this one and you enjoyed my spa as much as I did. So if you did, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all next time. Bye!